Hello, I'm Jen Chapin, and I'm a speech language pathologist with the ALS Association Massachusetts Chapter. Prior to joining the chapter in April of 2020, I worked with people living with ALS and their families for most of my career, both clinically and in a research capacity. About 1/3 of patients have bulbar onset ALS, in which changes in speech, voice, and swallowing are the earliest symptoms they experience. Regardless of where ALS symptoms initially present, as many as 80 to 95% of people living with ALS will eventually experience speech and swallowing problems and need communication supports and technologies to effectively express themselves on a daily basis. My role on the chapter's care services team is to provide education, training, and clinical support to people living with ALS and their families and caregivers. I help people with ALS find local professionals who specialize in communication supports and technologies, also known as Augmentative and Alternative Communication, or AAC. Additionally, I refer people with ALS to occupational therapists or assistive technology professionals when weakness in their arms and hands make it difficult to access their computer, phone, and other household devices. There are incredible gains being made in alternative communication and assistive technologies that we want to exploit to enable people with ALS to be as independent in their daily lives as possible. My job is to work with you and your ALS, AAC, and assistive technology clinicians to identify, trial, and gain access to the supports and technologies that will maximize your independence in your everyday life. I also serve as a consultant to community rehabilitation professionals, such as physical, occupational, and speech therapists, who work directly with people with ALS in outpatient, home health, and rehabilitation settings. So if you're a therapist working with someone with ALS and you feel a bit unsure about the best clinical approach, please feel welcome to contact me with your questions, concerns, or ideas for evaluation and treatment. One of my passions is to discuss research and its implementation, best clinical practices, and to engage in critical thinking and problem solving with my colleagues. One of my most important roles is to manage our chapter's Augmentative and Alternative Communication and Assistive Technology Loan Program. This program provides free AAC and assistive tech equipment loans to individuals with ALS for as long as they can benefit from it. Ideally, this equipment is requested at the recommendation of your speech pathologist or occupational therapist following a comprehensive evaluation to ensure the device is right for you. Additionally, we can loan you equipment so you can take it for a test run with your therapist without having to buy it first. Should the device no longer meet your needs, we coordinate its return to the loan library with you and your family. This way, we can loan it out to another person with ALS who can benefit from it. Our AAC and Assistive Technology Loan Program houses low-tech equipment such as communication boards, boogie boards, and laser pointers. We loan out voice amplifiers so you can conserve your energy and effectively communicate throughout the entire day with less vocal fatigue. And we have in-home alerting systems so you can quickly get help from your caregivers when you need it. We also have iPads with communication apps, tablets with specialized communication software, Bluetooth speakers, and a variety of tools to access these devices for people with different arm and hand abilities. For people with ALS interested in preserving their speech and voice before it becomes significantly affected, we loan out high-quality recorders and headset microphones to enable them to message and voice bank. Finally, we also carry high-tech, dedicated speech-generating devices that allow for a variety of access methods, such as touchscreen, head mouse, eye tracking technology, and switch access. These devices are typically fixed in a stable position using a wheelchair or a rolling floor mount. We rely on donations of this expensive equipment And right now, our inventory is critically low. If you have a speech generating device and mount that were purchased through insurance or the VA that's not being used, please consider a tax-deductible donation to our chapter's loan program. Not sure if you can donate the device you have? Call, text, or email me here. I'm happy to discuss it with you. I'd like to wrap up this video by saying how much I truly love my job here at the ALS Association Massachusetts Chapter. I'm constantly learning from my colleagues, ALS experts, and from people with ALS and their families. It's an honor for me to be a part of your ALS team. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I look forward to working with you.